So my view on the current state of airport infrastructure in the U.S. is that we're seeing a couple of different things happening. ACINA, the Airport Council International for North America, has put out a survey that we should see about $100 billion in airport capital needs over the next several years. That would suggest that the aging infrastructure and the average age of airport terminals being about 40, 45 years, and then coupled with airline passenger growth increasing at medium and large hub airports, would suggest that we really have a real challenge here. We also have this whole idea of funding this need. So the $100 billion is need, but funding is another issue. And so airports are starting to look at alternative delivery methods like public-private partnership. They're looking at different ways to deliver, new innovations in delivery. And then we're also seeing the airlines play a significant role where they're actually investing their own funds, not just procuring design and construction, but actually investing into airport terminals and capital infrastructure as well. In my opinion, there are some new and emerging technologies to improve the customer experience. And I believe that really is centered around three things: identity management, biometrics, the Internet of Things, and this autonomous technology. Biometrics is really taken off in Europe, at European airports and around the world. And so I think we're starting to see a lot of practices with that in the U.S. airports. And I believe that will reduce the waiting time that we have at airports. So really interested to see how that emerges for airports. Also, there's this idea of the autonomous. We know there's going to be autonomous vehicles for ground transportation, but we're also seeing different baggage handling vendors test out autonomous technology for baggage conveyance through the airports versus using very costly conveyors. And then finally, the Internet of Things is really about the exchange of information to make really better decisions and inform collaborators, and really between airlines and airports to have that seamless exchange of information that really benefits the customer. So delivery methods like design build and public-private partnerships are improving design and construction of aviation projects. And so design build is really best suited for new builds, renovation projects that have a schedule sensitivity that almost are extremely complex. And so it really allows for the designer and the contractor to really operate as one team. And so we're starting to see a huge shift to that at airports, especially around really complicated projects. Public-private partnership, which really is for the most part design, build, finance, operate, maintain, is when you have that design builder and you have the O&M operator and maintainer of the facility kind of on one team. And so I think we're starting to see a lot more of that in airports, and primarily because there's an opportunity for some innovation. There's an opportunity to look beyond the construction period into the life of the asset. And that brings us really to a third opportunity, and why P3s are really picking up steam, is that you can really focus on sustainable asset management, which is a proactive way for us to look at long-term use of that asset and build that into the design and construction of the asset. So airports are wanting to really maintain their assets. They're wanting to look forward as they're doing planning, design, and construction. And the cost of the operation of an asset usually is 5 to 10 times the actual construction of that asset. So it's extremely important, and these delivery methods really offer you the best opportunity to incorporate the life cycle cost of an asset.